My name is Eva. He locked me in the house. He said he wanted to protect me. But I cannot go out. I cannot see my friends. This is not love. This is not protection. This is my story. Before all of this, my life was simple. I think it was a happy life. I am 23 years old now. When I was 22, I had a small apartment in the city. It was not a big place. It had one bedroom, a small kitchen, and a window that looked out onto a busy street. I loved that window. I would sit there in the morning with my cup of tea. I watched people walk to work. I saw children go to school. I felt a part of the world. It was a nice feeling. I worked in a flower shop. The shop was called Blooms and Petals. It was a lovely job. The air always smelled sweet. It smelled like roses and lilies. My boss was an old woman named Mrs. Gable. She was kind to me. She taught me how to arrange flowers. She said I had a special touch. "Eva," she would say, "you make the flowers look like they are dancing." I liked that. I felt proud. My friends were very important to me. My best friend is Clara. We grew up together. We were like sisters. We told each other everything. We would meet for coffee every Saturday. We would talk for hours. We would laugh a lot. Clara has a big laugh. It makes you feel happy just to hear it. I also had my family. My mother and father live in a small town. It is a few hours away. I would visit them once a month. My mother would cook my favorite meal. My father would tell me silly jokes. They loved me very much. I knew that. My life was small, but it was mine. I was happy. Then I met Leo. He came into the flower shop one afternoon. It was raining outside. He shook the water from his dark hair. He had a beautiful smile. His eyes were kind. I remember feeling a little shy. He asked for a bouquet of yellow tulips. He said they were for his mother. I thought that was very sweet. I chose the best tulips for him. I wrapped them in nice paper. He watched me the whole time. He did not look at the flowers. He looked at me. "You are very good at that," he said. His voice was deep and calm. I smiled. "Thank you, I love my job." He stayed for a long time. He asked me many questions. He asked about the flowers. He asked about my day. It felt easy to talk to him. When he finally left, he said, "I hope I see you again, Eva." He remembered my name from my name tag. My heart felt warm. He came back the next day, and the day after that. He always bought flowers. He always talked to me. He told me about his job. He worked with computers. He was very smart. He told me about his dreams. He wanted to live in a big house with a garden. A safe house, he called it. He asked me to have dinner with him. I said yes. Our first dinner was magical. He took me to a fancy restaurant. I wore my best dress. He told me I was beautiful. No one had ever said that to me like he did. He made me feel special. He made me feel seen. We started seeing each other all the time. He was so romantic. He brought me gifts. He wrote me little notes. He would wait for me after work. We would walk in the park. He held my hand. He said, I want to protect you from everything, Eva. The world is a hard place. I want to be your safe place. I believed him. I fell in love with him. It was a fast love. It was a strong love, or so I thought. I told Clara all about him. At first, she was happy for me. He sounds wonderful, Eva, she said. But then she started to worry. You spend all your time with him, she said one day. We don't see you anymore. I told her I was happy. I told her Leo took care of me. I did not see the problem. I was in love. Love is supposed to be everything, right? After a few months, Leo asked me to move in with him. He had found a house. It was a little outside the city. It had a big garden, just like he dreamed of. Our house, Eva, he called it. Our safe place. I was so excited. I quit my job at the flower shop. Leo said I didn't need to work. He said he would provide everything for me. I want you to rest. I want you to be happy. Let me take care of you. It sounded like a dream, a beautiful dream. I packed my things from my small apartment. I said goodbye to my little window. I was starting a new life, a better life. I thought it was a better life. The house was beautiful. It was big, much bigger than my apartment. It had clean white walls and large windows. The garden was full of flowers. It was perfect. Leo carried me inside. He kissed me. Welcome home, my love, he said. The first few weeks were wonderful. We decorated the house together. We cooked dinner together. We watched movies. It felt like a long, happy holiday. I loved our home. I loved him. But then small things started to change. They were very small things. So small, you almost don't notice them. One day, I wanted to go to the city to see Clara. It was a Saturday, our coffee day. I told Leo I was going. He looked sad. But I wanted to spend the day with you, he said. Can't you see her another time? I miss you so much when you are gone, even for a few hours. I felt a little guilty. I wanted to make him happy. He loved me so much. So I stayed home. I sent Clara a text message. Sorry, can't make it today. Feeling tired. I didn't like lying. But I told myself it was just one time. Then I wanted to call my mother. I was in the kitchen, and I picked up my phone. Leo came in. He put his arms around me. He kissed my neck. Who are you calling? He asked softly. My mom, I said, just for a chat. Let's just have a day for us, he whispered. No phones. No outside world, just you and me. It's more romantic. He was so charming. His smile was so warm. So I put my phone down. I thought it was romantic too. I would call my mother tomorrow, but tomorrow came, and there was another reason. And then another. He started to dislike my friends. He would say small, mean things. Clara doesn't really understand you, he would say. She's not smart like you. Or, your family just wants to control you. I want to set you free. It was confusing. He said he wanted me to be free. But my world was getting smaller. My world was just him. Just this house. The big change happened one Tuesday morning. I remember the sun was shining. The birds were singing in the garden. It looked like a beautiful day. Leo had to work. He had a small office in the house. I decided I would go for a walk. I wanted to feel the sun on my skin. I wanted to breathe the fresh air. I needed it. I went to the front door. I turned the handle. It didn't open. I thought it was just stuck. I tried again. It was locked. I looked for the key. It wasn't there. Leo came out of his office. He was smiling. "Looking for this?" he asked. He held up the key. "Yes," I said, a little confused. "Why is the door locked?" He walked over to me. He touched my cheek. His hand was gentle, but his eyes were not. "I locked it, my love. I want to keep you safe. The world outside is a dangerous place. There are bad people out there. I can't be with you every second when you are outside. But if you are in here, I know you are safe. I am protecting you." My blood went cold. I felt a fear I had never felt before. It was a deep, quiet fear. "Leo, that's silly," I said. I tried to laugh. "I'm just going for a walk." "We can walk in the garden later," he said. His smile did not change. Together. He put the key in his pocket. Then he went back to his office. He closed the door. I stood at the front door for a long time. I touched the cold metal of the handle. I was a prisoner. He locked me in the house. He said it was because he loved me. He said he was protecting me. But I knew, deep in my heart, I knew this was not love. The days started to blur together. Morning, afternoon, night. They were all the same. I lived in a beautiful cage. The house was always clean. Leo made sure of that. There was always food in the refrigerator. He cooked for me. He bought me beautiful dresses. He would bring me flowers from the garden. "See, Eva," he would say, "you have everything you need right here. I give you everything. You don't need to go outside. You don't need anyone else." I would look out the windows. Those big, beautiful windows were like pictures of a life I could not have. I saw cars drive by. I saw a woman walking her dog every morning. I saw children riding their bicycles. They were free. I was not. I missed the simple things. I missed the smell of the flower shop. I missed the feeling of paying for my own coffee. I missed laughing with Clara until my stomach hurt. I missed my mother's hug. These small things were my life. And now they were gone. He took my phone away. He said it was better for me. The internet is a sad place, my love. People are mean. I don't want their ugly words to touch you. He said it so calmly. He really believed he was doing the right thing. Or maybe he just wanted me to believe it. I tried to talk to him many times. At first, I was gentle. "Leo," I would say at dinner, "I miss my friend Clara. Can I please call her?" His face would become hard. "Why? Am I not enough for you? Do I not make you happy?" The conversation would always turn into a fight about my feelings for him. He made it my fault. He said I was ungrateful. "I give you this beautiful home," he said one night. His voice was loud. I give you all my time. I give you all my love. And you want to talk to someone else. Someone who does not love you like I do. I started to feel scared of him. The man I fell in love with was disappearing. Or maybe he was never really there. Maybe I only saw what I wanted to see. The kind eyes were now watchful. The beautiful smile was now a tool to control me. I cried a lot. I usually waited until he was in his office or in the shower. I would go into our bedroom and cry into a pillow. I didn't want him to hear me. If he saw me crying, he would get angry. He would say I was trying to make him feel bad. I felt so alone. I was alone. There was no one to talk to, just him. And his idea of love, his idea of protection. I started to explore the house. I looked for a way out. All the windows were locked. He had special locks on them. I could not open them. There was a back door in the kitchen. It was also locked. There was only one key, and he always had it. I felt hopeless. My spirit felt like it was shrinking. I was becoming smaller and smaller. Some days, I just stayed in bed. I didn't have the energy to get up. What was the point? Every day was the same. A beautiful room, a locked door. One afternoon, I heard the doorbell ring. It was a shock. We never had visitors. Leo did not have friends come over, and my friends could not come. I ran to the door. My heart was beating fast. Maybe it was Clara. Maybe she was worried. Maybe she came to find me. I looked through the peephole. It was a delivery man. He was holding a small box. Leo was in his office. He had a meeting. He told me not to disturb him. This was my chance. A small chance, but it was a chance. I opened the door, but only a little. The security chain was on. I could not open it all the way. The delivery man looked at me. He was young. He had a friendly face. Package for Leo, he said. My hands were shaking. I tried to speak. Please, I whispered. My voice was weak. I had not used it much. Please, help me. He frowned. What did you say, miss? Help me, I said, a little louder. My husband. He won't let me leave. The man's eyes got wide. He looked nervous. He looked past me, into the house. But then I heard a noise behind me. The office door opened. Leo was standing there. His face was like a storm. He had heard me. Everything all right here? Leo asked. His voice was dangerously calm. He walked to the door. He smiled at the delivery man. It was not a real smile. My wife is just a little confused today. She's not feeling well. He took the package. He signed for it. He closed the door. He locked it. He put the chain back on. Then he turned to me. I had never seen him so angry. His eyes were dark. He grabbed my arm. His fingers were strong. It hurt. What did you do? He hissed. You tried to embarrass me. You tried to make me look like a monster. You are a monster, I whispered. I was terrified, but a small part of me was angry too. He pushed me. I fell against the wall. You ungrateful woman, he shouted. I do everything for you, everything. And this is how you repay me. By telling lies to a stranger. I didn't say anything. I just cried. He shouted for a long time. His words were like stones. They hit me one by one. He said I was crazy. He said I was sick. He said I needed him to take care of me. That night was the worst night of my life. I knew then that talking would never work. Pleading would never work. He would never understand. He did not want to understand. He wanted control. He called it love, but it was control. I lay in bed that night. He was sleeping next to me. His breathing was deep and even. He was at peace, but I was in a war for my life, a war for my freedom. And I knew I had to be smart. I had to be strong. Crying would not open the door. I had to find the key, not the key in his pocket. I had to find my own key, my own way out. From that day on, I changed. On the outside, I became a different person. I stopped crying. I stopped asking to leave. I started to smile at him. "Good morning, my love," I would say when he woke up. I would make his favorite breakfast. I would ask about his work. I would tell him I loved him. "You were right, Leo," I said one evening. "I am safer here with you. The world is a scary place. Thank you for protecting me. It was the hardest thing I have ever done." Every word was a lie. Every smile was fake. But I saw a change in him. He started to relax. He started to trust me. He thought he had finally won. He thought he had broken me. But I was not broken. I was building myself back up. In secret. He started leaving his office door unlocked sometimes when he was in the house. He was not as careful. He believed I was happy now. He believed I accepted my new life. I waited for my chances. Small moments when he was busy, when he was in the shower, when he was in the garden. I started to look for things, anything that could help me. I searched his office. My heart pounded in my chest every time I stepped inside. I felt like a spy in my own home. I looked through his drawers, papers, pens, computer parts, nothing. I looked for a spare key to the front door. I did not find one. But then, one day, I found something else. It was in the bottom drawer of his desk, under a pile of old papers. It was my old phone. My heart stopped. He had not thrown it away. He had kept it. I picked it up. It felt strange in my hand. A piece of my old life. A piece of me. The screen was black. The battery was dead. Of course. I had to be so careful. I hid the phone. I put it in a box of old clothes in the back of my closet. A place he never looked. Now I needed a charger. I remembered I had a small box of my own things. Things I brought from my apartment. Leo had put the box in the attic. He said it was just old junk. But I knew there might be a charger in there. The next challenge was getting into the attic. The door was in the ceiling of the hallway. I needed a ladder. The ladder was in the garage, and the garage was locked. Always locked. I felt stuck again. A phone with no power is just a piece of plastic. It could not help me. I had to think. I looked around the house. What could I use? The kitchen. There was a small stepladder in the pantry. I used it sometimes to reach the high shelves. It was not very tall, but maybe it was tall enough. I had to wait for the perfect time. A time when Leo would be gone for a long time, but he never left. He worked from home. He had groceries delivered. We were always together. But then something happened. A small miracle. His company called him. There was a big problem at the main office in the city. They needed him to come in. He was not happy. He did not want to leave me. I will only be gone for a few hours, he said. He kissed my forehead. Do not worry. I will lock the door. You will be safe here until I get back. Of course, my love, I said, and I gave him my most loving smile. I will wait for you right here. The moment his car left the driveway, I ran. I did not walk. I ran. My heart was a drum. This was my chance. I might not get another one. First, the attic. I pulled the stepladder from the pantry. I put it under the attic door. It was just tall enough. I pushed the door open. Dust fell on my face. I pulled myself up into the darkness. It was hot and stuffy in the attic. It was full of boxes. I looked for my box. I saw it in a corner. It had my name on it. EVA. I opened it. I dug through my old books, my photos, my memories. And there it was, my phone charger. I held it in my hand like a precious jewel. I climbed down from the attic. I put the stepladder back. Now for the phone. I got it from my closet. I went to the bedroom. I plugged the charger into the wall behind the bed. I plugged it into my phone. A small light came on. It was charging. I wanted to scream with joy, but I had no time. He could come back any minute. I hid the phone and charger under the bed. I sat in the living room. I picked up a book. I tried to look calm. I tried to read, but the words were just black shapes on the page. My mind was racing. How much time do I have? Will the phone charge enough? Who do I call? Clara. It had to be Clara. She was my best friend. She would know something was wrong. She would believe me. The phone needed time to charge. I left it hidden. I cleaned the house. I prepared dinner. I did everything to look normal. I was an actress in a terrible play. Leo came home late. He was tired and angry. It was a stupid problem, he said. I could have fixed it from here. I was happy he was in a bad mood. He was not paying attention to me. He was focused on his work problems. That night, I waited. I waited until I heard that deep, even breathing. He was asleep. Slowly, carefully, I got out of bed. I got the phone. The battery was at 30%. It was enough. I took the phone and went to the bathroom. It was the only room with a lock on the inside. My only private space. I locked the door. I sat on the cold floor. My hands were trembling so much I could barely hold the phone. I turned it on. The screen lit up. My old background picture was there. It was a photo of me and Clara. We were on the beach, laughing. I started to cry. Quietly, tears of sadness and hope. I had so many missed calls, so many messages, from Clara, from my mother. Eva, where are you? Eva, please call me, I'm worried. Eva, is everything okay? They had not forgotten me. My fingers were shaking as I wrote a text message to Clara. I had to be fast. Clara, I need help. Leo has me locked in the house. I can't leave. I am a prisoner. Don't call me. He will hear, send help. This is my address. I wrote the address of the house. I read the message again. My finger hovered over the send button. What if he wakes up? What if he comes to the door? I took a deep breath, and I pressed send. The message was gone. It was out in the world. I quickly turned the phone off. I erased the message from my phone. I hid the phone and charger back in my closet. I went back to bed. I did not sleep that night. I lay next to him. I listened to his breathing. I listened for any sound, a car, a voice, anything. But there was only silence. The next day was torture. It was the longest day of my life. Every minute felt like an hour. I tried to act normal. I smiled. I cooked. I cleaned. But inside, I was screaming. Did she get the message? Does she believe me? Will anyone come? Leo was in a good mood. He was happy that I was being so affectionate. You see, my love, he said, this is how we should be, just us, happy together. He had no idea. I was starting to lose hope. Maybe the message didn't go through. Maybe Clara thought it was a joke. My heart felt heavy. Maybe this was my life now. Forever. It was late afternoon. The sun was starting to set. I was in the kitchen, washing vegetables for dinner. My hands were in the cold water. And then I heard it. A knock on the door. It was not a soft knock. It was a loud, strong knock. 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. Leo was in the living room, reading a book. He looked up. He was annoyed. Are we expecting someone? No, I said. My voice was a whisper. He got up. He walked to the door. He looked through the peephole. I saw his whole body go stiff. The color drained from his face. He looked scared, truly scared. He turned and looked at me. His eyes were full of confusion and anger. What did you do? He mouthed at me. Then a voice came from outside the door. It was a woman's voice, a strong, official voice. This is the police. We received a welfare check request for Eva. We need you to open the door, sir. We need to speak with her. The police. Clara had called the police. She believed me. She saved me. Leo was trapped. He looked at the door. He looked at me. For a moment, I thought he would not open it. I thought he would keep me here, fight for his perfect, safe world. But he knew it was over. The outside world had come in. Slowly, he unlocked the door. He opened it. 2 police officers were standing there, a man and a woman. Behind them, on the street, I saw a car. And standing by the car, was Clara. I did not wait. I ran. I ran past Leo. I ran out the door. I did not even look at him. I ran into the fresh air, the air of freedom. The woman police officer caught me. I was crying. I was shaking. "It's okay," she said softly. "You are safe now." I saw Clara. She was running towards me. Her face was wet with tears. She wrapped her arms around me. I hugged her so tight. I breathed in the smell of her perfume. It was real. She was real. I was real. "I was so worried," she cried. "I got your message. I knew something was wrong. I left that house that day. I never went back. I took nothing with me, just the clothes I was wearing. I did not need anything from that beautiful cage. The first few months were hard. I was scared of everything. I was scared of loud noises. I was scared of being alone. But I was also scared of being with people. I stayed with my parents for a while. My mother cooked for me. My father told his silly jokes. They did not push me. They just loved me. Clara was my rock. She was always there. She listened to me talk for hours. She held me when I cried. She helped me find a new apartment, a small apartment with a big window. I started working at the flower shop again. Mrs. Gable hugged me when she saw me. "Welcome back, my dear," she said. Touching the flowers again felt like coming home. The soft petals, the bright colors, the sweet smells. It was life. Simple, beautiful life. It has been a year now. I am still healing. Sometimes I still feel the fear. Sometimes when I close a door, my heart beats a little faster. But I am getting stronger. Every day, I am a little bit stronger. I learned that love is not a cage. Real love does not lock you in. Real love lets you fly. Real love trusts you. It respects you. It wants you to be you, all of you, not just a small, protected part. He said he wanted to protect me, but he only wanted to own me. He was not protecting me from the world. He was protecting himself from losing control. Now I protect myself. I protect my freedom. I protect my happiness. My life is small again, but it is my own. I have my friends. I have my family. I have my job with the flowers. I have my window that looks out onto the busy street. I am a part of the world again, and it is a beautiful feeling. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel lost. I felt that way too. But there is always hope. You have a voice. Even if it is just a whisper at first, use it. You are stronger than you think. You can find your own key. You can open your own door. You can do this too. Keep going.